What's going on, everybody? This is your former AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Once a champion, always a champion. Swerve Strickland. Whose house? Swerve's house. You're watching True Heel Heat podcast.
All right, hello, True Heel Heat. I'm the AEW World Champion, MJF. Just in case you're deaf, dumb, blind, stupid, or since you listen to this podcast, or you're listening to True Heel Heat, and I apologize for that.
Hello everyone, it's the hardcore legend Mick Foley wishing a nice day to everyone there, right there at True Heel Heat. Yeah!
Yes, it is I, Harley Cameron, and I'm in your phones, but I'm also making an appearance on True Heel Heat. I've been told it's a fantastic podcast. Why haven't you had me on it, huh? Where's my invitation? I think you guys need to feel the wrath. I'm at Comic-Con today, but I think we need to get some, some wrath in the show. So let me know.
Hello. It is me, your True Heel Phenom, SP3, and we are live on the True Heel Heat YouTube and Facebook for AEWramble episode 223, Battles Before Blood. Discussing last night, penultimate episode ahead of Blood and Guts, as it was the November 5th, 2025 edition of AEW Dynamite. And of course, to discuss it all, to break it all down, I am joined by my esteemed colleague, the man of 59, going on 60,000 subscribers. You go to him for your TV and movie reviews, as well as your honest criticisms every Thursday for Tony Khan and All Elite Wrestling. He is Jimmy Macaran. How are you doing?
I'm good.
I hope you all are doing well, I suppose.
You suppose you want them to do well?
Oh, we'll see what
You're
they're
not sure?
today. We'll see.
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough. I saw a lot of people in the chat for In the Weeds this morning. They were anticipating your reaction because they saw my reaction to it early. So
Dynamite?
yeah. So they're anticipating your reaction to Dynamite.
Oh, that's why we're here. That's why we're here.
Get ready, folks. So we appreciate y'all for joining us live. Appreciate y'all for watching us on demand. Remember to show your appreciation back. The simplest way possible is by dropping a thumbs up on this video. It helps out the YouTube algorithm. You can also share this video with all your wrestling fans, friends, and family on all your favorite social media platforms. If you are new to the True Heel Heat YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell to stay notified for all the great content here. Tell a friend to hit the subscribe button as we are nearing close to 25,000 subscribers. So we appreciate all the support for this year. And of course, if you haven't already, you can sound off in the live chat. You could sound off in the comment section. If you're watching us on demand, keep the conversation going. Tell us what you thought about AEW Dynamite. But if you're with us live, we love to interact with all of you. So sound off in the live chat. And of course, if you're feeling generous, you want to give back to what we do here, you want to show your support to the True Heel Heat YouTube channel in the best way possible, you can do so with a super chat donation. Any dollar amount matters. It goes back to the contributors that you see on screen with us here. And we always appreciate the support. We got our good brother, Alexander Fitzgerald, who says, "What's up, SP3 and Jimmy? Y'all saw SmackDown getting a rating under 1 million ? Laughing emojis. Seeing people calling the era of WWE the ruthless depression era got me in tears yesterday. I did see that SmackDown was under 1 million. There is a lot of things that go into this. This is SmackDown against the biggest rating ever or biggest viewership ever for a World Series game. This is SmackDown on Halloween. This is SmackDown in the state that it's in general. So I'm not that surprised by it, to be honest. And with the new rating system, this also is not that surprising to me. But the ruthless depression era is pretty creative. That's pretty creative. What did you think about that, or did you see it?
I did see it. You said everything I needed to say. So there's that. You want the bestest bubble. I mean, I want the bestest bubble, but you did it first. So appreciate that. Off to a roaring start. How dare you, Fitz, talk about a laughing emoji? It really got me in tears yesterday. Nigga, your show does half of that. Fuck up. Sit your ass down somewhere. What the fuck are you even talking about? What the fuck are you laughing for? Outrageous. You laughing at a guy who just lost his job. Nigga, you're homeless. What the fuck are you laughing at? That's fucking outrageous. What the fuck? You're laughing at a guy who just got divorced.
The words and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates.
Sorry.
You acted like Vince was Tony Khan. Like,
how about your kids, by the way? I meant to ask before. I didn't.
My kids are fine. Why?
Somebody asked me about Harlem the other day. I was like, I don't even know. I didn't even ask. It's been a while. I forget to ask my friends about their life.
She's such a big fan of you, and you don't even care.
Well, I asked now. We're good. I got another 6 months after this. We're good.
Chuck Ferry's in the chat. Thanks for joining us. He says, "What's good, THH fam? Did y'all know that The Wire is streaming on HBO Max? Thanks for the info, Big Stokes. You're the best." And laughing emojis. Spoiler alert: this was the best. That was the best part of the show. It was that segment.
Oh, FTR. Oh, dude, so fucking happy. I'm so tickled.
They're so good. They're so good. This whole act together is awesome. Davion, who says, what's good, SP3 and Jimmy in chat? Hope everybody good. We got a new face in the chat. I think this is Prince Tommy. Hello, chat. Hello to you as well. Thanks for joining us. If you haven't already, drop the thumbs up and you can hit the subscribe button. We got Power Driver Finisher. He says, I don't give a fuck. Just here to talk about the show. There we go. That's what it was. Awesome. We got Annika who says it wasn't that bad. We got we got Christopher who says I was happy that Mercedes Moné and Athena didn't win last night. We always love when we get a finish that we didn't predict. So I will give that. That was, spoiler alert again, that was one of the best things on the show as well. That matchup.
Very true. Though Chris might be telling me yourself. The more I listen to you, the more like you love Sky Blue. Why I don't know, and you love Julia Hart. And
yeah, he's a Sisters of Sin fan. He says Sisters of Sin of winning the tournament, and he's looking better.
So no after. Yeah, I suppose. I will say that's what it is. We won't say you have swerve-like tendencies, but that's where my brain went immediately. Swerve burner account. Unblock me, Swerve. Only called you coon like twice. Somebody else tagged you. I didn't tag you. I didn't care if you saw it or not. It's the truth regardless.
The words and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates.
Oh, man. At least he hasn't blocked me by association, so I'm happy about that. We got Big Red Dogs who says it's the Unreal Era. It began on Raw on Netflix. The Unreal Era, yes.
Unreal. That's a good way to put it.
Not real.
What the fuck is going on? You don't understand. Logan Paul came out. I said, there ain't no fucking way.
Yo!
What the fuck is going on?
Dude, they honey-dicked us. They literally honey-dicked us the whole night. Punk with that promo. I was like, the first part, it was good. The second part, I don't know how I feel about it now because you honey-dicked us with all better options than what we're actually getting. AJ Styles, Finn Balor, JD McDonough, Dominic Mysterio. I will take any of those matches over Logan Paul.
Well, you've done it. You guys have done this shit on Finn. You don't give a fuck about Big Head. You guys stop it. Now all of a sudden, no, these are the matches we want to see. No, you don't. Stop it.
Well, AJ Styles and Dominic Mysterio for sure.
I do. I don't see those.
Yeah. We got King Greg Carter II, who's just laughing over Jimmy's rant to start us off. Yes, because that's how we're starting off this week. I'm now putting timestamps in for AEWramble. So if you want to just hear Jimmy and my thoughts on certain things on the show, you can go right to it now.
I want to be us on the same team. If we're all going to shit in WWE, I want us to do that together. But we can't do it together when certain people jump out the window. You can't jump out the window. We're all going to stay in the house and we shit outside the house. Don't jump out the window. Please and thank you.
We got a super chat donation to start us off hot from Chilling with Chase. Thank you so much, Chase, for the support. So you get the mic this week. So you can
speak, bitch. Come on now. Oh my God, Schiavone. What the hell is wrong with you?
Chase says, Jimmy never fails. Every episode, he finds a way to get me to laugh with legit tears. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Chase.
I had a whole Jade rant I wanted to do, but I kind of used it up early on Fitz, so I'm not even.
What was the Jade rant gonna be about? I thought you would be happy.
I'm very happy. I'm pleased, but I'm not gonna forget that all these bums were in the chat talking about how she should have stayed, talking about how she's a failure, talking about she's gonna blah blah blah. I'm not gonna let any of that slide. I didn't forget any of that. I'm not gonna let that slide. Somehow they thought it wouldn't work out. Have you seen her? 6 foot, 170 fucking pounds, built like a goddess. It wasn't gonna work out. How? On what planet was this not? Have you seen her? I think most things in her life have worked out in one form or another. Would you please stop? I'll have to wait for a rant from Mariah May, which is also going to work out because have you seen her? Yes, things will be fine. Sorry to break the news to you. You know, they've Tried to botch it.
No. I appreciate that you very much target in on what you're criticizing, as far as like you don't generalize criticism, because I think that's what a lot of fans tend to do. Because I did have criticisms about Jade, but they seem to have addressed most of it, because my whole criticism is, why are you booking her like John Cena in 2010 where she only takes like 20% of the matchup? Why is she a babyface when she's more naturally a heel? And they've pretty much addressed most of that, and that Tiffany matchup was exactly what it needed to be.
Right? I see people very upset. I loved it. That's exactly perfect. 5
Exactly
minutes
what it
in and
needed to
out.
be.
Question her, move on with life. Yes.
Exactly.
Please and thank you.
She crushes everybody till she faces maybe Bianca Belair at WrestleMania, or she can maybe beat her too, and then you could find someone else, a new star that can take her down.
If you ever decide fucking Julia is worth more than that plastic belt you have her walking around with, could it be her?
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad what they're doing with Julius Reign, especially in comparison to the other mid-card title that feels like a world title on the other show.
The best in the business, goddammit. I'm calling it here now. Holy shit.
I was like, how dare you, Becky? That's wrong of you, Becky. Dominic Mysterio and Rey Mysterio pretty much had best segment of the show on lock. And then like 2 segments later, you come out on the desk and steal the show.
Light work, buddy. Oh my God. I'm so happy.
Only thing you people are remembered for is that how much meth a show that's based on how much meth your city does.
She made me my wrestler of the year period. I ain't gonna hold you. No disrespect to Hangman or fucking EO or anybody. Sorry. Love you, Becky.
Oh man, she's made this women's wrestler of the year debate now like a 4-horse. If you watch all of wrestling, it's like 4 horses. If you watch North American, it's like 3 horses now with Becky.
Yes, because the fact that Rhea Ripley is hurt means Io Sky gets benched. Triple H is the booking genius.
That doesn't make any sense.
I can't do it. I cannot. I don't understand.
This is what we do. See, you see what's the problem here, Jimmy, is something that Triple H said this week.
Okay.
You see Jimmy. Io Sky is, arguably, debatably, or not, maybe, the best wrestler in the world. I don't think there's a lot of debate or argument that she's the best in-ring women's wrestler in the world.
Look at him, right?
So therein for, if she wrestles, she's gonna have a great match. And you see, Triple H had a quote this week where he said at the All In Summit, we don't do this thing, there's a generalization that we do this thing to we book something to be like, oh, that's gonna be a great match. We don't book it for that. We book it for the stories that we can create. We want to be fantastical. We want to tell stories that transcend professional wrestling. So, we don't do it for that. This is what we do. So that's probably why he doesn't let Io wrestle, because she's going to have a great match. And that's not what he's doing it for.
I'm not against this quote. It's just he's not very good at what he says he actually does.
Exactly. and also you're coming off the heels of one of the best things that you did this year was John Cena versus AJ Styles, a whole match that was built on being a great match.
You guys like that match more than I do.
Are you enjoying the show now? No, we'll fuck up. Says our finisher. We got Davion who says Triple H said, y'all want banger matches? Watch this right here. And look at Hill's back. Will Chisholm. It's like we said speak and he appeared. Will Chisholm is here. Good to see you, Will. We'll give you one of our.
I'm serious. I'm not gonna sit back and take this fucking shit.
Will says TK made a title so Bobby won't beat Hangman. LOL. He's like, how about you take this one and you don't have to, deal with Hangman, I could save that for Max. Max is coming back in a while. You don't want to work with Max, right? You were the one that kicked him out of her.
So what do we think? Is this belt going to be stationed below the United title, the unified title, or above it? Would you say?
I would say below it. It feels like this is like a reintroduction of the All Atlantic Championship, because it's a title that they're bringing in with the idea that it's going to be defended in other promotions, partner promotions and independent promotions around the world. Apparently that's going to make it, or around the United States, since it's a national championship, not around the world like the international title was. So that's the idea of this new championship. I think the best thing that I said earlier when I ranted about it, I don't know if I have another rant in me. We'll when we get to that, when we talk about that, maybe I will. But it's basically a hat on top of a hat. It has no point whatsoever. It's unnecessary. It's very stupid. It doesn't add any value. It's just a hat on top of a hat. Will it necessarily hurt your day or hurt the product? I don't know that. I don't know for sure, and probably not. But does it add anything to the product? Absolutely not. It's a hat on top of a hat.
I like it. I love how it's going to be defended in different promotions. For how long? A few weeks? A few months? Until you fall on old habits, because that's why this belt is back. Because you fall on old habits. It is what it is. You cannot run it. Sorry.
All the praise that you got for the unit. Come on, stop. Then I got nothing to talk about. Then we wouldn't have a YouTube channel.
Let's talk about the old days.
Talk about the old days. We'll just have a channel where we go back in time. We'll bring back True Rewind. And we'll start right from the point that me and Romeo left off, which was like I think it was like the fall or winter of 1996. That would be a great time.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, that would be a great time for us to tap back in. Get back in the DeLorean and go right back to that time and then start from there. And then we got a 5-year run until the end of WCW.
Oh.
Then we could do Raw versus SmackDown when it was good, when it was actually something that they actually cared about separating.
Well, boy, I need something to happen badly. I'm disgusted at stage wrestling. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It feels like wrestling overall is in a lull. It feels like Tony's in his usual NFL lull. WWE's in their usual fall lull. Even if you watch outside of the big two, it's like TNA took a month off after their biggest show of the year. They literally treated it like it was the Super Bowl, and they took an off season. Then you got New Japan, who seems to not be able to make a star. They seem like they're on their way to it with Tsuji, and they're doing good stuff with Takeshita and finishing up the Tanahashi tour, but they have their own issues over there that's making them not helping them with like ticket sales, where they really care about, where they really focused on. CMLL is the only one really in this year. It's the obvious pick for promotion of the year because it's striving over there. We talked about that previously on this show, where they're just selling out Arena Mexico every single week, and that's just continued since we talked about it the last time.
Okay, so wrestling will be fun.
Yeah.
American wrestling, not so much, but wrestling will be fun.
Yeah.
Good. So let's get rid of these things. Let's move on with life.
But honestly, I said it on Truly, I'll say to you. And I think it's the same with AEW. I think it's I enjoy talking about bad wrestling as well, or stupid decisions. Stupid decision is sometimes fun to talk about. If everything is all good, or that was good, that was great, that's kind of lame. If something's bad, I think it makes it more interesting.
Yeah, sure. But none of this is bad to me. It's just mind-boggling and or boring. It's like, what? Why? All right, Logan Paul, that's more mind-boggling than boring. But
yeah.
Another belt? Huh? What? Why? Okay, sure.
I can tell you like X, Y, and Z what's wrong, what you need to address. Like I said it earlier on Fightful, I was like, the main thing that AEW has an issue with, and especially being in this lull period, I wish there wasn't a lull period, one, but with the lull period, it compounds the fact that since All In, you haven't had a sense of urgency at all. There hasn't been a main narrative, and you have an issue with just closing out stories and moving on to something new. Those are more of glaring issues than adding a new belt. What does adding a new belt add anything or address the real issues going on with the product?
Yeah, it's a Tony falls into his old habits, even on a micro level, where Schiavone is back on commentary for some strange fucking reason.
I was like, why? Why is he still here?
Right?
I was like, is he gonna go after like a while? After like the first hour, right? No.
I thought he was setting like a beat down up, maybe. Maybe Joe's gonna fuck him up halfway through the show. Oh, that's kind of cool. No, he's just here. He's just here to yap. WWE's issue is I don't care what any of you say. Vince Russo and people of his ilk should be brought into this fucking company. Too many people think like Bruce Pritchard, and it's a fucking atrocious way to run a business. All we need to see is what's called Unreal. Every episode of Unreal should be Triple H pulling his beard hairs out as he listens to Vince Russo talk. Just wait a minute. Why is Rio on a horse? Bro, you gotta understand, bro. God.
The crowd is gonna chant cowboy shit. I seen it work once.
Come on, bro.
I've seen it work once, bro. Trust me.
Why is Becky stabbing a fucking goat? Bro, she's the goat, bro. So to be the goat, oh dear God.
To be the goat, you gotta kill the goat.
I quit. God damn it.
If we really want to get Triple H out of here, yes, I agree. Vince Russo is the right hire for WWE. Who does AEW hire for Tony Khan to just be like, all right, I give up booking?
He's an adult in the room. Oh, yeah. Cornette, that's pretty easy.
Oh, yes.
Call him an idiot every 12 seconds.
But we would see people like Orange Cassidy around. People would lose jobs.
Sold. You sold me. That was easy. Done.
God damn. All right, let's talk about AEW Dynamite last night. The show took place from Houston, Texas. What did you think about the crowd last night on Dynamite? I thought it was better than last week.
Yeah, great crowd. I loved it.
Yeah.
Great crowd.
Tony Schiavone is in the ring to start things off, and he says that before the show started, they announced the introduction of the AEW National Championship. Don't worry, I won't be the only one who gets that mistake wrong. When I almost said international, multiple people would say international throughout the night. But cue up the Opps to interrupt all of this with Samoa Joe, the number one contender for the AEW World Championship, coming out. Joe is not happy with Schiavone for the deal with Hangman Adam Page at the end of last week's Fright Night Dynamite. He gets on the mic and he says that Schiavone has some explaining to do, as he was he basically conspired with Hangman to get the drop on him last week, and now he's going to get his hands on him as they try to get into the ring to go after Schiavone. You get a bunch of security who comes out into the ring to try to stop them, but Joe just says you're just gonna get more people hurt because of this. And then the music of Hangman Adam Page hits. He comes out to make the save. Hangman gets into the ring and security try to stop him from getting at Joe and the rest of the Opps. But then Joe says that this is perfect. Now he has Schiavone and Hangman in the same place so he can get his hands on the both of them. But out comes Eddie Kingston and Hook who is going to be the tag team partners of Hangman Adam Page in tonight's main event against the Opps. You got Eddie, who's holding a crutch. I don't know for what reason. He's not on crunches still, so I don't know why he had a crutch, but it's Eddie Kingston, so God knows who knows that. But Hook is the first Hangman gets on the mic and he says that he's not going to allow for Joe to get his hands on Schiavone, and that he's going to get his hands on Joe later tonight in the main event. But then Joe is very upset on the outside, being held back by Powerhouse Hobbs. And then Hook gets on the mic and he actually issues a challenge to Joe for tonight, for them to put up the AEW World Trios Championships, bringing up the fact that he was supposed to get a shot when he was teaming with the Opps, but they replaced him just like that. So he wants the opportunity with him, Kingston, and Hangman tonight in the main event. And Joe is irate, but he still accepts this challenge. I thought this was a fun open to the show. I thought that the fact that they ended the show with the Hangman and Joe rivalry put a focus and a spotlight on the rivalry heading into Full Gear and made it feel like the biggest feud in AEW, which it hasn't felt really since this whole rivalry began. So I like the fact that they bookended the show with an opening segment that added stakes to the main event. What did you think?
Agreed. First of all, Heyman talks and then he gives the microphone to fucking Hook. Between Hook and Kingston, Hook cuts the promo. Everything bad that happens in this place is deserved. And probably more of it. You need fucking locusts to invade this fucking place. Good Lord, what the fuck is going on? That aside, Joe is fine. I like to be at the title stip. Most of this was solid. It's a solid way to start a TV show.
We got here in the got a few funny comments in the chat here talking about the opening segment. Why is my computer being so slow? Okay, here we go. We got G, who says on the low, it looks like Hobbs couldn't stop smiling / smirking. LOL. Hobbs was having the best time ever. He's having the best.
Hobbs is having a blast. He should be booked appropriately.
Especially being a heel now, he's like, oh, now I'm having real fun.
Yeah.
He's like, it's been nice to be used consistently this year, but it's even funner to be an asshole. we got Big Man Does says Russo booking WWE, Cornette booking AEW.
Fire. That would definitely work out better for AEW. But I'm more interested in watching WWE. I ain't gonna hold you.
Huh? Yeah. I would be more interested to watch WWE, honestly. I'll see more risky decisions, more flipping decisions than the boring molasses that Triple H did.
I ain't gonna hold you, Cornette. As much as I enjoy Cornette's yapping, as a booker, I'm mostly unimpressed. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm sorry, sir. You're watching. I'm just mostly unimpressed. Things he good till they kicked you out of there. No disrespect.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, he was there for 97. He was there for a large portion of 97.
Yeah, when he got fucking demoted, absolutely agreed. I'm sorry, sir. Give a fuck about no NWA tournament. Shut up.
Oh man, the NWA faction with freaking Bart Gunn and Jeff Jarrett and
what a terrible idea.
Freaking who else he had? Did he have like Tracy Smothers or something like that?
It's like, a time machine has appeared in the middle of the ring.
We got Quiz. It was a new name in the chat. Good to see you. It says at this point, TK's crutches of Don Callis family, new titles, single and tag tournaments, and blood and guts shows. TK's lack of interest for booking great TV during WWE's downtime. Eddie with a crutch is symbolic.
Two crutches out there. Absolutely. Good Lord.
That was a great comment. Great comment. A+ comment right there. Yes. Those are all of Tony Khan's crutches. And like, yeah, it's like, dude, they are down. They're dead. You can go in there. You can go in
now,
there.
yes.
You can steal the chip. What are you doing? Everything was good
up.
like 3 months ago when you had that sense of urgency. What happened? Oh, you hit the big show? You had a big weekend. You won the weekend, and that was it? That was the Super Bowl?
Yeah. Pretty much. Dude, turn it up. Now it's a chance.
Nope. Here's another title. So Tony Khan's answer to Triple H saying, we don't book to have great matches. We book it for the stories we can create. He's like, we don't book it for the stories we can create. We book it for the titles we can create.
I think you missed the point, sir. What the fuck?
Prestige. Prestige. Sticks.
Oh.
We got Power Driver Finisher who says, fine segment. It's the trios title and world title being associated with each other. Time to move on from the Opps. He says lots of trio or turtles in the crowd. Who is my Opps was smiling.
Big old women in San Antonio.
He does like his big Texas woman. They were in Houston. He do.
They flew the big old women from San Antonio. Oh yeah, Trish was at the White House. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Boy, they I'll be nice. I'll let it go. It's just that company is a company that lives completely in the moment, and like this particular moment, they don't go one day beyond thinking it, no long-term thinking at all.
No.
Oh, Lord.
No. Alexander Fitzgerald says, anyone remember a couple of years ago the Hook versus Dominic Mysterio on who will be better? Hook was the Kwame Brown. It's over. Yeah,
where were you on
over.
That? Were you Hook? Oh, you gotta be Hook because you like Hook.
Oh, I was 100% Hook. I was wrong. I will fully take the L on that. I am one to lie.
Were you Hook or Dom?
I will not lie. When Hook debuted, I was like, oh, he cleared him. He cleared him when he first debuted.
To be fair,
that was before the heel turn.
It's a dope ass debut. I ain't gonna hold you.
That was before the heel turn. The heel turn changed everything.
All right.
And Hook's just the same. He's just the same. Like Dominic Mysterio, who Dominic Mysterio was when we were doing that comparison. He's so different from that Dom. Like Hook is the same person from that comparison. Nothing's really changed. Nothing's really gotten that much better. The presentation's the same. He's the same in the ring. He's same on the mic. Not that good. Dominic is so much better in every way from who he was when we were first making those comparisons. And Dom, who teamed with his father, is not who Dom was when he first turns with the Judgment Day, and he's pretty much like the simp to Rhea Ripley. Then he becomes his own man as Dirty Dom in the next year, with him and Rhea kind of being kind of a couple of sorts. Then he goes to a totally another level of his heeldom last year when he teams up with Liv Morgan, and that's a totally different version of Dom. And now we got Eddie Guerrero Dom, Lie Cheat Steal Dom, who's now a tweener who gets some of the loudest pops of any time. And that's why I love the fact that they did the Rey Mysterio showdown, because this is a totally different Rey this is a totally different Dom from the last time Rey faced him. It's like Rey has faced 3 different versions of Dom now.
The reunion's gonna hit like fucking crack.
Oh yeah. I can't wait. It needs to be like WrestleMania, whatever is like WrestleMania 50, whenever they decide they want to do 2 new guys in the main event, but Braun Breaker murdering Rey Mysterio after he like retires, and then Dom turns babyface and is going to stand up to him and beats him for the WWE Championship. I'll take it. Barbecue chicken.
I haven't seen a lot of responses here, so I'm going to assume most of you were Team Hook. Only SP3 stood up. Took it like a man. The rest of you were cowering. Goldberg, was that Emo? Compared Hook to Goldberg? I think I remember that. I think I fucking remember that. And he was so eloquent with the way he said it. It was complete nonsense at the time, too. It was the aura. The way he moved a bit. Right. Okay, whatever you say.
Chase is a man. He admits it. He was Team Hook.
What are you, sir?
Respect. Yeah, he said Parker Fincher says, I mean, he was booked like Goldberg to go in a few minutes and leave.
That's true. There's only a couple of things missing, like 100 or so pounds. Probably would have been a help.
Probably would help.
Be a professional athlete. Be also a psychopath who single-handedly took down WCW, by the way.
How did he single-handedly take down WCW?
People forget this, and they always
Goldberg?
Goldberg? Yes.
Really?
People forget this.
We're blaming Goldberg now?
Absolutely. People forget this. I mean, besides the Time Warner fucking.
Exactly.
I mean, if we're blaming a civilian, people blame Bischoff and they blame Russo and they blame Nash and Hogan and them. Goldberg's at the top of that fucking list. Remember, Russo had brought them up, not back. Back is strong. He brought them up from like a 2.5 to a 3-2, 3-3, doing that NWO 2000, doing Goldberg versus Bret. And then what does Goldberg do? He kicks Bret Hart in the fucking head, number one, and then puts his hand through a limousine and takes out both the two top guys in WCW. That Goldberg killed WCW. Don't forget it. Don't let him off the hook. I'm with you, Bret. He's a maniac. Fuck.
With one kick and one punch, he took out the two top guys.
Dude, impressive. Goldberg working legit. He don't do work. He shoots. He only shoots.
He's a shooter.
Come on, man.
I mean, that's quite the argument. I don't have any response. I wasn't ready for that. I didn't think I would be Goldberg's right to taking the blame for the death of WCW.
I haven't done the numbers, but do yourself a favor. Look this up when you guys get the chance. Did they ever reach the heights that they reached post Starrcade 99, numbers wise? My bet is no. After Goldberg took out the two top guys like a genius. Put his hand through a limousine. Almost lost his fucking arm. Probably should have.
I think they popped up a good rating for the reboot. Remember when they rebooted in the summer of 2000?
Oh, the Bischoff,
the New Blood, New Blood versus the Millionaires Club.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what that number did. I can't put it off the top of my fucking head, but I remember hating that as a kid.
There you go, Alexander. He figured out the real source of all of this. He says Dom grew facial hair and it was over for Hook.
Hilarious.
Oh man, that's hilarious. We got the opener to the show was the first of two for the men's Blood and Guts Advantage matchups. You had Orange Cassidy going up against Claudio Castagnoli here. Cassidy isn't waiting for Claudio to make his entrance. He hits him with the tope right before the opening bell. He hits a second one, and then he mounts Claudio in the chair at ringside, punches away. But Claudio says, F this. He picks up Orange, throws him into the ring, but he just hits the ropes and bounces off of them. He removes his shirt and enters the ring. Cassidy awaits for him and runs from the corner to the corner, but Claudio chucks him away in like he basically refuses all of that. The bell officially rings, and then Cassidy counters an uppercut into an arm drag. Beautiful arm drag there. Then you had Claudio hit the floor. Cassidy looked for a third tope, but Claudio was able to catch him out of thin air. He carries Cassidy around the ring, walks up the steel steps, and then drops him onto the barricade first in front of the timekeeper's area, and then picks him up, walks him up the stairs, and then throws him into the ring again. You get Cassidy, who tries to fight back. He tries to surprise Claudio, but he catches him and picks him up. Cassidy sneaks around the back and tries for a sleeper hold, but Claudio's able to hunch him over. He eventually peels up and then swings Cassidy around for a bit. He gets the advantage here, and then Cassidy tames him, though, and keeps him into a sleeper hold again. Claudio stands up and then breaks his fingers of orange, and then a giant swing incoming. Cassidy is propelled from the ring as Claudio favors his neck and throat as we go to a commercial break. Claudio's in full advantage from here until Orange eventually makes a comeback. Claudio catches him, but Orange is able to hit a big DDT. Back in the ring, he hits a DDT from the top rope, hits another. Eventually, Claudio, after a bunch of great exchanges and some close near falls, you get Orange hits an orange punch. He goes for another one, but Claudio is able to catch him. He pops him up, hits the European uppercut for the 1-2-3 to pick up the victory and give the Death Riders a 1-0 lead in the advantage battle. They got the advantage battle. If Daniel Garcia wins later in the night against Darby Allin, they would have the advantage in Blood and Guts next week in Greensboro. I thought this was a very good matchup to kick off the show. They have good chemistry with one another. It's Claudio Castagnoli against a guy that he can throw around and that can do the high flying around him. It's never going to be anything less than a good matchup. So I enjoyed this one here. What did you think?
As much as Orange Cassidy's shtick makes me sick at this point, the match, once we got past all that, was fun enough. Claudio is still very good. Not great anymore because he's an old man, but he's still very good. And I must say, I did enjoy this match for what it was. It didn't overstay its welcome too much.
Yeah. Perfect amount of time. I think it was 12 and a half minutes it was.
Perfect. Perfection.
Perfect opener. We got a couple of comments here talking about the matchup. A bunch of people kind of agree with us, saying it was a solid opening matchup. We got Good Doer, who says, can't sleep on Claudio. I could see him with the national title. Wow, can't believe I'm accepting this title already. You shouldn't. Don't accept it.
Don't accept it. But what you do need to accept is that we're past Claudio. I want you all to let this go. I know you guys have been on this. He should have been a main eventer in this time and that time. Those times were 10 years ago. So let it go. Let it go.
Fair point.
You feel
Fair
better.
Point. I don't think I got to this super chat donation here from our main man, Alexander Fitzgerald. Thank you so much, Alexander, for the support. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Always. Fuck you. Bye.
Alexander says, laughing emojis. Your Triple H impressions get me. Thank you, Alexander. I try my best. I had to probably smoke a little bit to get it deep enough, but I have over the years, so it's gotten there.
That was fucking shit.
It's like have he been smoking cigarettes this whole time? How's he been in shape?
Fuck. Poor bastard.
I guess that's like the evolution from the game. It's the game. Now it's just.
Did you clear your throat, please? No, those guys that fucking throat thing, fucking Cam. This constant rasping his throat. It's like, nigga, cough. Ill. No disrespect.
No always count on Jimmy Macaron. We're missing out on money by not doing the AEWramble bingo. No disrespect. What's their other bits? Yeah, you do. You have no disrespect after you disrespect somebody. There's another thing, but it's like no ill will or something like that. But yeah, I'll remember. The remarkable Renee Paquette is backstage with Mark Briscoe, Don Callis, and the TNT champion Kyle Fletcher. Renee says that Mark asked for this time. Mark says that 2 weeks ago he issued a challenge for a rematch for the TNT title. He says at Wrestle Dream, you beat Mark by kicking him in the no-go zone. and he wants to make Kyle a better man and a better champion. So that is why he is challenging him for one more match. But not just an ordinary match. It's Mark Briscoe, Kyle Fletcher for the TNT Championship in a no disqualification match at Full Gear. Kyle's actually interested in that, and he tells Callis this, but Callis has different ideas. Callis says, you know what? I like this. You know, you get a lot out of this. You get the TNT Championship. But what do I get out of this? No worries for what Kyle gets out of this. But Don says, what do I get out of this? So he says if Mark wins, he gets the TNT title. But what will Mark put up if he loses? Mark says, you want my career? Don says no. He loves Mark Briscoe. Knows he's a family man. But when Mark loses, he will join the Don Callis family and leave those losers in the conglomeration. Briscoe says, you think I just made a deal with the devil. But Don was the man who just made a deal with the devil. You got it, buddy. So it's Mark Briscoe, Kyle Fletcher, the 6th match, no disqualification for the TNT Championship. If Mark Briscoe loses, he must join the Don Callis family. And I was like, God damn it, Don. You got me buying in on a 6 match between these two because of that stipulation. I know it's more likely that Mark Briscoe will win at Full Gear, but I am interested in the possibility of Mark Briscoe joining the Don Callis family to give us the biggest family possible and give us the Don Callis family going to the chicken farm to visit Mark. Give me it, please.
Yeah, I think Mark wins this, unfortunately. Because I think it's too early to do a babyface in this heel group angle just yet. That aside, if he did it, I'm here for it. I won't be shocked if we speed run this Don Callis thing. It's working, so let's speed right through it.
That's usually how it works here, right?
Absolutely. I thought it was actually a good segment. Callis is one of the more fully developed characters on the show. Just whatever is best for him and only him. And then secondary would be what's best for the family. And after that, I guess other people are supposed to. But number 1 is so far ahead. He didn't even mention fucking what Kyle gets. Didn't even kind of think about it for a second. So good. So good. Don Callis is so good.
Oh man, Don makes everything work.
Downgrade.
Quiz who said it earlier. It is a crutch though. Like Don Callis makes anything work. It's a crutch for Tony Khan that he could get away with this. But it does make sense. I like this promo to set up the matchup a lot more than the in-ring promo a couple of weeks ago. The in-ring promo definitely. I felt was like too vague, and it was immediately after the matchup as well. And it already looked like Mark was in like the conglomeration and Death Riders thing, which he is. So he's kind of got dual responsibilities here. But I like the fact that he brought up that he got low blowed. So it is logical for the babyface to want a rematch after he felt like he got screwed. It's not out of the ordinary. It's logical booking that it does lead to a rematch here. And it is logical booking on the Don Callis family end of you got to put something up if you want another opportunity. And Don getting something that he wants, which is always another member of the Don Callis family.
What? It's not personal. It's all business done. I like it a lot.
I do. It's a character that you will see on any television show. That's why it works here.
Yeah. Yes.
We got a good doer who says, gotta say, I'm more interested in Mark joining Don Callis as manager of the year. Yeah, I think he's wrapped it up. It's November. I think he's wrapped it up.
Who else even be in contention for this? MVP?
Heyman?
Nah. I'm gonna get no one vote for those. I think Callis by a bit.
Yeah. I think he's wrapped it up. He's the non-wrestler manager of the year. Too bad. Prince Nana.
Non-wrestler of the year? I guess you could put Jey Uso in that conversation. Punk almost kicked that nigga in the head for real.
So you're on the anti Jey Uso bandwagon? Are you like, is this a part of your LA Knight fandom? Because that's what I've been seeing lately. I've been seeing the LA Knight fandom is very upset that Jey Uso. They feel like I've been hearing the argument that Jey Uso took LA Knight's push.
Oh, I mean, in a perfect world, would LA Knight have Jey Uso's push? Certainly. Can you name one thing Jey Uso does better than LA Knight? Usually people go to in the ring. He's not better than LA Knight is in the ring. He's not particularly close. He can yeet better, I suppose, but I've never heard LA Knight yeet, so maybe fucking not. But no, I don't dislike him for that reason. I dislike him because he's not very good. That's it. You told me they both got fired. I've been like, well, one of those is dessert. One of those isn't. Sorry.
Fair. Excalibur has confirmed that the $1 million match is official for Full Gear. It's going to be the Young Bucks and Josh Alexander versus Kenny Omega and Jurassic Express. We hear from the heel team of the Young Bucks and the Callis family with Callis and Alexander.
Look at that head, dude. What the fuck is going on with his head? He's got the alien head. What is it called? A xenomorph? It's a xenomorph head.
Jesus Christ. We calling him an alien head?
The words and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates.
Terrible angle. Oh my god.
This means that with the Bucks teaming with Josh Alexander, are they joining the Don Callis family? Before Matt or Nick can answer, Callis cuts in and asks if they got their care packages. And he says that even if it took every penny in his bank account, he was going to make sure that the Young Bucks weren't treated as jobbers. Everyone from the Don Callis family shows up. Don says, if you don't believe him, take this endorsement from your buddy, the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada. Okada comes in all smiles. Matt says that this is all too much and they just need more time. Everyone leaves except for Okada, who tells the Bucks, don't take too much time, and then smiles, but he doesn't say bitch because they're his friends. He walks away and the Bucks are left to ponder. I think we all know what this is leading to.
Clearly.
This is unfortunate because this is another instance of I rather this person join the Don Callis. I don't care about how many people the Don Callis family has. I just want more. I'm like Don. I'm like more at this point. More. We got a bunch of
Megamind head.
You out here saying xenomorph head. That's outrageous. That is outrageous.
No wonder he wears those fucking, what are they, earphones? Yeah, good idea. He needs to wear a Scully. Please, thank you.
I said a Scully. Up next, AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship Tournament. It continues as Mercedes Moné and all 12 belts and her jobbers holding the belts are out to join the forever champion, Athena, as these two women have come together to team against the Babes of Wrath, Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron. Athena and Monet, they attack before the bell to gain the advantage. Monet hits a Meteora and then mounts the punches on Harley. Love the camera shot before the match started, where Harley is doing her entrance, and all you see behind her is Mercedes just staring a hole through the back of her head. That was a great camera shot, and there's not many on this show, so I have to note it. Quick tag, Monet is back in and she drapes Harley against the middle rope and chokes her with her leg. She kicks her in the head and then pins her for a 2 count. Another tag to Athena, and Athena with a straight punch to Harley. Snap mare by Athena as she jams her knee to the back of Harley. Athena lays into Harley with punches and then tags into Mercedes. They both do double teams. They did a nice little double team where they do like the money maker, but it's Athena doing it to Monet, who does like a splash with a great impact onto Harley. That looked really good. Finally, Harley is able to tag out to Willow, who comes in and she's running over Mone and Athena. Athena returns favor, but Willow is there to throw her into Mone and then sandwich both women into the corner. Willow just had this crowd on their feet. The crowd was very much into Willow on this tag. Tag to Harley as they start doing double teams with each other. They do a booty bump, and then Willow drops Harley on top of Mone. Then they go with Mone comes back. They do 3 amigos. Both Mone and Athena do the third, or try to do the third one, but Harley is able to backdoor, and she does a double crucifix bomb. And this is where the match really turned up a bit. You get a Willow who comes in. She gets tagged in. She does a running crossbody to both women. We get the amount of punches in the corner on Athena, and then a cannonball in the corner. Spine buster with the high stacks gets a 2 count. Willow pulls up Athena, and then but Athena lands on her feet and slaps Willow. Athena tags in Mercedes, and Mercedes goes high. Athena goes low at the same time. Lots of good double teams by the Ultimo goddesses here. Cameron comes in and gets the tags. They look like they're about to bounce back, but we get a backstabber on Willow, and then soul food by Cameron on Mercedes. Athena comes in with a big lariat, but another big lariat by Willow. You get Athena, who just shows crazy power in this matchup. She does a freaking lifts Willow up on her shoulders and does a twisting knee to the face. At another point, she lifts up both Willow on her back and Harley on her chest for a fall-away slam Samoan drop at the same time. I was like, pound for pound, Athena might be the strongest woman on this roster. And that's with Chris Statlander on this roster. That's saying something, but pound for pound, Athena shows something here. Looks like Willow and Harley on the verge of victory, though, as Billy Starks comes out and tries to give Athena and Mercedes the advantage. Athena tells Billy to get the title, but Chris Statlander is able to come out, and she takes out Billy. Billy is taken out. That distracts Athena long enough as Mercedes runs around as Chris Statlander goes after her, and she runs off. Athena is left alone for the Babe with the power bomb, followed by that's her finishing move for the 1-2-3. Harley pinning the Ring of Honor Women's World Champion. This was a great match. I enjoyed the hell out of this. The crowd was into this. Told a great story. It had build for the full gear matchup between Statlander and Mercedes, and it gave us a surprise finish with the Babes of Wrath picking up the victory here to move on to the Women's Tag Team Title Tournament. What did you think?
I was actually shocked at how good this match was. I don't know why. I haven't seen a lot of Athena recently. The last time I even saw a match of hers was against Mercedes in Boston, which was a great match. I thought she was the best one here. Mercedes and Willow are always fucking great, and I thought Harley held her own. To me, this was as good as it gets for this division on a weekly television show. Damn, got distracted by Louisville. Yeah, Willow's fine as fuck. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah. You right about that. I ain't gonna hold you. Goddamn. Yeah, this was great. Though it did emphasize just how underutilized all the women are when Willow should be the face of this fucking division, and Athena, who should have a permanent job on this fucking TV show. I don't understand what the fuck is going on here. But good all around. Very good all around. Maybe a match of the night, actually.
Yeah, I thought this was great. This was the match that took me, I agree with you. It took me by surprise how good this was. I expected it to be good, but I didn't expect it to be great. I thought this was great. The crowd was into it. They were vocal, told a good story, build towards the pay-per-view, and they gave us a surprise finish. I was like, y'all checked all the boxes for me.
Right? Shocked.
Women's wrestling's where it's at.
Yeah.
What happened? I'm sorry.
Yes, these may be the 3 best workers in the division. I've been unimpressed with Statlander lately. They ain't gonna hold you.
I think Statlander is still in the conversation, 4, or if you put her 3 or above somebody here. But yeah, I wouldn't argue with you too much if you say these 3 are the top 3. good stuff all around, but we got a couple of comments here to feature. What did you guys think about it? We got Power Driver Finisher who agrees. He says match of the night for me. He said we got Chuck Berries who somewhat agrees as well. He says this was one of, if not the best matches of the night. We got Louis who you mentioned who distracted you. Saying Willow respectfully fine as hell.
Good Lord.
I don't know about the respectfully, but okay.
What does she have to do to get this fucking place? I don't understand.
I'm hoping she gets her time. We didn't think Statlander would get her time, so I'm hoping Willow's time is the real one. I feel like she's the one that can take it to the next level.
They say you have to be twice as good as a white person to get half as much. Turns out this is true. Willow's twice as good as Statlander is. I'm saying it now. You guys could argue with somebody else.
It's quite a statement. Quite a statement. We got LaRon who says this will be the best tag match of the entire tournament. I wish they had kicked off the tournament with this match instead of the one we got last week. You're probably right. You're probably right. Because this is very simple. I feel like this match very similar to the first FTR Jet Speed match in the Forbidden Door tag team title tournament, because that signaled the return of great tag team wrestling for AEW, and this was like, yo, women's tag team wrestling can do it almost or just as good.
I can see that. Not mad at that take.
Solo says, Sajo, says great tag match for the women. We got Davion who says Athena is a star. Wish she could be on Dynamite more. 1000%.
Shocked how good she was. She was so Jesus.
Yo, that when she picked up Willow for that, it was like she picked her up for a dominator and then turned it into the knees to the face. I've seen her do that move on other people, but it's the most impressive when she does it on Willow.
Why?
Because Willow's bigger than her. She's much bigger than her compared to the other ladies that have seen her in the ring with. No, I said compared to the other ladies I've seen her in the ring.
Compared to all the other women, Willow's huge. Watch your fucking mouth.
No, I didn't say that.
Outrageous.
I did not
How
say
you body shaming people?
I did not say. Dude, Jesus Christ! You're the one who asked.
Outrageous.
Trying to set me up for failure. Jesus Christ! I never. This guy.
Thank you, King Potato. That's what I'm saying. Like, wow. I'm the bad guy. He calls Willow a fat bitch, but I don't lie. Outrageous. I'm not lying. He said it. It's on me. Okay, whatever you say.
I respect the fluff. I respect the fluff.
I thought we moved past.
So next up for the Babes of Wrath is Sisters of Sin. Who you got there now? That's completely different from what we predicted.
If Willow and Homegirl don't win this fucking match, burn this place to the ground. What are we doing? Good Lord.
Well, if Willow and Harley win, that means that what Megan and Marina on the other side.
I wouldn't be mad at that, but I think it could go either way. I could see like Willow and Homegirl win the tournament, and then Tony offers a handshake or rolls around on the ground or does whatever the fuck she does.
I can see that too. I love this. I love all of y'all joining in. Joining in the ridiculousness.
You see us, you think it's a progressive show, but it isn't. It's really just Jimmy and MAGA P3.
This nigga here. This nigga who has shown no sympathy to those who die. Who show no sympathy to Janelle Grant in the Vincent Man lawsuit. This nigga over here is passing judgment on me.
Who was the other one?
Y'all supporting him? This is ridiculous.
I show support. Who's not gonna buy everything you try to sell me? Get out of here. I just didn't know what I was doing. Right. All right. 40. Get the fuck out of my face.
LeBron says, I need Willow to win gold, and soon she is a generational babyface. TK is missing the boat with her.
Extremely good babyface. Extremely good overall wrestler. Matter of fact, the most well-rounded wrestler in that fucking division. Outside maybe Tony Schiavone.
But those are 1A, 1B right there. That's 1 and 2 for the company.
Easily.
Yeah. All right. Next up, you get Tony Schiavone is back in the ring, and now he's going to make his big announcement that he was going to make at the start of the show. Again, he says that there will be a casino gauntlet match at Full Gear with a winner to earn and become the inaugural AEW National Champion. Apparently, the National Championship has been around for around 40 years. A lot of wrestlers are signing up to take part in this matchup, and 2 of those men are coming out now. The Hurt Syndicate. Dressing to impress, out comes the Hurt Syndicate MVP chants for the spokesman for the team as he checks Tony's face when he comes into the ring to make sure that it is in fact Tony Schiavone. Tony confirms that it is indeed him. MVP says that they are the most interesting thing to walk into the room. What else is interesting is the national championship. He runs through some of the big names of the NWA who held the national championship. Wahoo McDaniels, Dusty Rhodes, among others. When it comes to iconic, who is more iconic than the almighty Bobby Lashley? And who is better than the standard of excellence, Shelton Benjamin? He says the prize is theirs. Tony wants to know what will happen if both men go up against each other in the casino gauntlet. MVP says the Hurt Syndicate wins. But more importantly, so do the fans. Out comes The Demand, led by Ricochet. Ricochet says that he will make this as quick as he can. Spoiler alert, he did not. He says because as an Eagles fan, he doesn't want to be in this trash-ass state anymore. Ricky says that the Hurt Syndicate deserve respect because given their advanced age, they are still trying to wrestle and compete. Ricochet wants to know how Bobby's back is doing. He says that the morons watching here and the morons watching at home know that they have gotten the better of the Hurt Syndicate time and time again. MVP says they need to shut up before they come down there and whoop their asses. Ricochet says that the only thing that you need to know is that he is going to leave Full Gear as the inaugural AEW National Champion. Okay, so now we can talk about the National Championship. Why? Like, why? It is no issue to add another championship if all of your other championships are over and established. I hate to tell you AEW fans and Tony Khan, all of his titles are not over and established. The AEW Trios Championships in the main event of this show are not over nor established. So, unless you address that first, you should not be adding another singles title, especially after the praise you got, the credit you got for bringing the AEW Unified Championship and consolidating the international and continental championships, because it didn't make sense to have both of them. You consolidated it into the unified title, which has felt like a secondary kind of world title with Okada's reign and the fact that you're building up one of your big rivalries in it. You've done a good job with that. You consolidated that, and then you just reintroduce another mid-card title? How much sense does that make? Literally 4 months after you got rid of one mid-card title, you just introduce another one that functions as the same thing of the original idea of one of the titles you got rid of? None of this makes sense. It doesn't add anything. It doesn't benefit AEW. It's not going to draw more viewers. It's not going to draw more tickets sold. It doesn't make any sense. There are a bunch of other things to address about AEW right now. Adding another title is just so unnecessary and so idiotic. What do you think?
I think he's got the thought process of a small child, which I have brought up before when it comes to like the naming of all these fucking shows. He thinks it's the way to pop a rating, but if they all have names, then no, it's just not going to work. You would think adding a title to a match would make the match more important. Therefore, adding more titles is a net positive. It fucking isn't. Nobody cares about a national championship. First of all, doesn't NWA have a national championship?
Yes, they do.
I read this somewhere.
And then they tried to act like this was a part of the lineage when they actually have a national champion who is Mike Bondo. No one cares about NWA, don't get me wrong, but don't try to act like you are a part of that lineage. I forgot to say that MVP closed the promo by saying, you talk shit, we hurt people, let's run it. And of course, their man did not run it. They just left.
Boy.
The promo itself was just kind of there. It was kind of fun.
No, it's bad.
It was not.
I'll get to it. It was bad.
Yeah, there was some bad parts. Yeah.
Yeah, the title is a jarringly bad idea. Is it going to hurt this company in any real form? No. This company's going to crash and burn regardless of how many fucking titles they add. It is what it is. You can't outrun bad leadership. This is just an outward expression of that. I don't care how talented your roster is. It does not work that way. I can't even get too upset about it. It's like somebody stepping on your toe as the Titanic sinking. Really? You throw a fucking fit about this? No, I'm not. I'm just going to enjoy the ride down. I'm black. I'm not getting a boat. It is what it is. As for the actual promo between Ricochet and fucking MVP, Kanye West, I know, not the current Kanye West. This is 15 or so years ago. He talked about how he and Jay-Z and Eminem don't have rappers' voices. So it's more surprising that they made it work. Unlike Biggie or Jadakiss, who have rappers' voices. Ricochet does not have a wrestler's voice. Even a little bit. I'm listening to this man talk, and first of all, I want to change the channel because good fucking Lord. And secondly, he has no charisma. He has no delivery. He has no fucking bass in his voice. Anything that's MVP got tired of hearing this fucking promo. That's why he jumped in, by the way. And the Ricochet tried to go back to what the fuck he was saying. MVP wouldn't let him. You stink. You are dragging the show down. I am going to step in. You know, MVP step in if it's going good. You know damn well he's going to step in if it's going bad. It is what it is. Holy shit. I'm shocked. I am shocked. I don't think you guys understand. When this nigga is not stabbing people with scissors, he is unbearable. As a promo. It's jarring. It's shocking to me. It's like Vince was right. I never thought I'd say it. Vince was right. What? Let's nigga do flips. Let the nigga do flips and let's move on with fucking life. Good Lord. And you guys can say he knows he sounds bad. What the fuck does that have to do with me? It's like that nigga that knows he's annoying you. Great. Why is that less annoying? Why is that less bothersome? How is that an excuse? He knows he's a bad rapper. What the fuck are you people talking about? It's terrible. Good Lord. No. I'm sorry. Stick to the flips, good buddy. Please and thank you. Okay. I wasn't talking about you, Powder. I was talking about, who was I talking about? Meet Norris, I think it was.
Oh.
Pause. Maybe I was talking about you. You weren't agreeing with me. He knows he sounds crazy. Not agree with me. You're just throwing up random shit.
I don't even know what's going on. Oh yeah, and you don't introduce a new title when you're doing a tournament for a new title. How much sense does that make?
Would you guys stop it? Would you guys let it go? I love this. When you're doing a tournament for a new title, and what is the title called, by the way?
The national champion.
No, not that one. The one that you want him to put so much love and respect for.
The women's tag team.
The what? Say it again. One time.
Women's.
Wait, go do it one time. Go ahead. Gotcha.
Women's.
Exactly. He doesn't give a fuck. Would you stop? That's probably why he introduced it. Because fucking 3 women's titles is way too close. 4, 5 next time. Way too. Whoa, slow that down, good buddy. Slow that down. We got to bring this in. Make sure you understand the hierarchy here. Good Lord.
Because it would have been AEW World Championship, a TNT Championship, Unified Championship, Trios Championship, Tag Team Championship for the men's, right?
That's 3, right?
And then it would have been just 3. It would have been TV, women. It would have been 5 to 3. That would have actually been what Jimmy's been saying for months. Is a little bit of balance, just a little bit, because your roster can't do half. But 5 to 3, that's better. But he said, no, we gotta have twice as many men's titles. Because we have twice as many men's wrestlers. What do you want me to do, Jimmy? We need one more. We need one more.
Oh, good Lord.
We need one more.
Can I get rid of one of these people? Either the fucking billionaire Nepo baby cocaine head or the fucking no heart having MAGA driven psychopath. I can't get rid of one of these fucking people. I gotta get both. Are you fucking serious? Good Lord.
Both. You get both. King Potate, you were in the chat earlier on Fightful. I already explained this, but I'll explain it again. King Potate says, so are they going to change the name of the unified title back to Continental since they basically brought back the international title? TK needs to just hand the reins over to someone else in sports season. Yeah, I mean, that part you're actually right about, but I don't think they're sticking with the unified championship. I saw some people were saying, oh, they're going to bring back that Continental Championship for the Continental Classic. No, he's already announced that is for the unified championship. He hasn't announced if it's going to be for an opportunity or it's going to be for the unified title or not, but he has announced that.
First of all, unified title is such an awful name for a belt. Unified 2 titles, but there are other titles. It's not even a big title. Why is this called the unified title? Like when Cody was running around with the undisputed WWE championship. It's like, but it's disputed.
It's disputed. It's disputed.
It's very disputed. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay's voice.
Oh man. We got Parjar Finisher says, no, I'm saying these were reasons why the segment was ass.
Gotcha.
He says,
I'm with you. Ricochet. Yeah. Yes. That's correct.
He made himself more annoying, I think. Yeah, it was something up with his voice. His voice was extra nasally than usual.
And next week it'll be more extra nasally, and next week it'll be more extra nasally. What we're getting further and further away from when he was good, and that's why you're all like, I don't know what's going on. It's just, yeah, you're waking up. That's what's happening. He's not doing anything. He just hasn't stabbed anybody in a while. You're like, damn, I think he sucks. Yeah. Yes.
We got a super chat donation here from our main man, Chuck Berries. Thank you so much, Chuck Berries, for the support.
They go on Twitter. I don't see how this is going to work. This is absolutely ridiculous, Sid.
Chuck Berry says, when I think of a national championship, I think of NCAA sports like collegiate shit, not pro wrestling. I'm just saying. No, I don't either. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you on that.
It's jarring. I don't understand. I don't understand why we're doing this. I don't like the name either. And it's not like fucking the NWA has a fucking great legacy of the last fucking 30 years. Why the fuck are we doing this?
No, they don't. So, yeah, it's kind of weird. Kind of weird and kind of random. It's so random. It's very random. I think that's another thing. There was no build-up for this. It just came out of nowhere. Like the last 2 title announcements, the Unified Championship, we kind of saw that coming. That had been like rumored for months, and you've seen that it's Okada and Omega going to be at All In. They both have titles. That just made sense. The women's tag team titles, that had been rumored for months. They had said they already made the titles. They were forming tag teams on screen. They haven't done anything to earn another title. They haven't done anything new. They haven't set anything up like the last 2 times they introduced a new title.
Are you saying that Tony Khan's decision making is spastic? Jarring, yes. Maybe.
Yeah, jarring. Jarring is a good word for it.
Do we have any idea? Do we have any idea what could cause unpredictable behavior in human beings? I mean, stress is one of them.
He's probably stressed. He's stressed right now.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Let's go with that. Stress. By stress, I mean cocaine, in case you're wondering.
Oh my God. This guy just has to always go.
The words and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates.
I know you're shocked by this, but rich people using cocaine, I know it's a big surprise to everybody.
I know. We got another super chat
cocaine,
donation.
By the way. Do whatever you want. It's your money. It's your nose. Feel free. If it helps, it helps.
Oh, we got a super chat donation from LaRon Ford. Thank you so much, LaRon, for the support.
You prick.
LaRon says TK couldn't let the women finish their tournament men's title. He's never beaten those allegations, is he?
I mean, they're not really allegations.
The allegations, if they're true.
Accusing the fucking clan leader of being racist. Just a shot in the dark. Yeah. What is he showing you that makes you think otherwise? Nothing, even a little bit. And I don't think it's like this flaming like hatred, but it's just like I don't care. I just don't care.
Oh boy, here we go. We got another person that Jimmy doesn't like who comes on screen next. We have Jurassic Express. They are backstage to talk about the $1 million trios matchup at Full Gear. Jack Perry says that is a lot of money, but there are more important things than money, such as friendship. He takes out $100 bill and sticks. He says that this is for the Bucks. He knows that they're on hard times right now. He then sticks it to a piece of wood with his knife, and he says that this should help the Young Bucks. Luchasaurus tries to take the money back, but Jack tells him to leave it as he walks away.
Please tell me this is not a pet project of the Bucks. Somebody justify this. Somebody justify that segment existing at all. Not even that it was good or bad. Justify its existence.
It was the response to the Bucks comments on the $1 million trio.
We like friendship. Here's $100. Beautiful. Thank God. What the fuck? Oh boy, I'm never mad at Jack Perry. What can he do? He's just here. He's just here. He does what he's told. Nowadays, he does what he's told. He learned his lesson.
He's like, never doing that again. Next up was the second of the two men's blood and guts advantage battle matches, as you had Darby Allin going up against Daniel Garcia. The bell rings and both men struggle for control early on. Garcia takes Darby to the mat and paintbrushes him, but Allin gets to his feet. He gets a go behind, but Garcia throws him away. Darby comes back with a side headlock as he takes Garcia over for a quick pin. Allin keeps the headlock on for a bit as he takes Daniel back to the mat. Garcia gets to his feet and he grabs at Darby's injured ear from his battles with Jon Moxley to break the hold. And then a cross chop by Garcia floors Allin. Garcia stalks Darby in the corner and he kicks him at him. He stands on him and poses in the corner. Garcia to the apron as he removes the pad covering on the corner, but he tries to choke Allin with it, but he feigns doing his dance, but he doesn't, and the fans aren't happy. Darby uses this to his advantage. He grabs at Garcia's arm and he wrenches it into the ring post before he proceeds to bite at his arm. Garcia has to stumble away and pull his arm out thanks to the referee. Darby back into the ring and he hits a wild looking tope. He chucks Garcia into the barricade. The one thing that I have to mention about Bryan Danielson on commentary that he's doing so well is he's able to give you the story of every matchup in like one or two phrases. And in this one, he told the story when the fight went to the floor and after Garcia tried to remove the turnbuckle padding and then Darby was able to take advantage. He's like, Darby is the only one who can out Death Rider the Death Riders. And because Garcia is so new to learning the ways of the Death Riders, Darby is going to have his advantage if he tries to make that style of matchup. If it stays on the mat and it's technical, Garcia has the advantage. I love it's simple things, but it's been so long AEW's had anybody who just told the story in that simple way. You get
the Death Riders. It's hilarious. What?
Garcia sits Darby on the top rope. He tries to go. He hits a big old superplex. He tries to follow up with another suplex, but Darby's able to float over and he hits the Scorpion Death Drop. The match resets as Allin looks to climb to the top rope. However, Garcia gets to his feet and trips Darby, sending him crashing to the arena floor. Garcia to the outside as he sets Darby behind the ring steps and he walks away. Garcia then runs and kicks the ring steps right into Darby's head, busting him open in the process. Darby makes it to his feet as Garcia has the referee, and Pac comes out and totally takes out Darby with a runaway train lariat, turning him inside out. Darby just makes it back into the ring just at the count of 9. He fails around like a fish out of water trying to get at Garcia. Garcia eventually pose and mocks Darby. Darby googles Darby and slaps the hell out of him. Some hard chops to the chest that echo across the building. Then he mocks Sting with the howl and locks in the Scorpion Deathlock. Darby tries to struggle to the ropes, but he fights it way near the ropes, and then he's able to propel himself as Garcia tries to bring him back to the middle of the ring. Darby's able to use his own momentum and roll through. He then reverses things into a Scorpion Deathlock of his own, and this seems to be the kryptonite of the Death Riders, and it's basically setting up what's probably going to be the finish of Blood and Guts next week, is the Scorpion Deathlock being used, and another Death Rider tapping out as right here, Daniel Garcia taps out to the Scorpion Deathlock. Now Darby has tapped out Willow and Daniel Garcia after making Jon Moxley say I quit in the Scorpion Deathlock in the I Quit match at Wrestle Dream. Post-match here, though, after Darby evens things up for his team heading into Blood and Guts, as now we get the third matchup between Jon Moxley and Roderick Strong on Collision. We get Pac, who comes out and assaults Darby once again. Orange Cassidy is here to try to make the save. He fights with Pac for a bit until Willa Yuta comes in with a Psycho knee. Claudio Castagnoli is soon thereafter. Out comes the Paragon. Roderick Strong is here, but he's quickly taken out. Jon Moxley intercepts Kyle O'Reilly, and he's obsessed with him, trying to take the beating to him. He's trying to injure him and go after his ankle. Just when the Death Riders have Kyle O'Reilly dead to rights, Strong comes back with a wild-looking knee. I love this comeback for Roderick Strong as the Death Riders are holding up Kyle O'Reilly with Moxley talking trash. It's Roderick who jumps over the Death Riders and Kyle O'Reilly to deliver a knee to Jon Moxley, and all the Death Riders scatter like they're fucking bugs as the baby faces stand tall ahead of the 2-ring steel cage matchup. And this Saturday, the last advantage battle matchup. The winner gets the advantage for their team, as it's going to be Roderick Strong one-on-one with Jon Moxley. What did you think about this matchup? I thought this match was really damn good. Garcia and Darby, and I thought they told the story very well. The post-match, I like the Roderick ending here, so it made it worth it for me. But what did you think?
When these matches were originally announced, or when you showed them to me, I was rather hard on them because they're ass. But I remember thinking, why don't we just have some of the stars match up? And then I realized we don't really have any outside of Moxley and Darby. You don't want to do that again. So you're going to get what you get. I didn't realize how much of this match was built on just those two and a bunch of fucking side characters. It's a bit shocking, actually. I'm not looking forward to this match at all. Looking forward to the women's way more.
Oh, the women's one. Those lineups alone, like they haven't cared to build it up at all. But the lineups, you know, that's gonna cook.
Some fucking stars in there at least. It's a good match. About what you expect from Darby, one of the best TV wrestlers ever, and Garcia, who is technically proficient, we'll say, even though he doesn't look like he can do much damage. Good match.
I love how technically proficient is like an insult, really, when it comes from you.
It's code for take steroids. Technically proficient.
Jesus Christ.
He went to wrestle.
The words and opinions of Jimmy Macram do not necessarily reflect those of True Heel Heat, its viewers, or affiliates.
Wrestling school. Good job. See where he countered that? See where he countered that move? Really? Looks 12. He barely got hair on his chest. Like, what is this? What am I watching here? Come on, man. I'm sorry. I know you guys think these things don't matter, but they do. And I don't mean from the casual fan. I mean, for me, I like to feel like I'm watching two people actually fight instead of two children have a scuffle in the parking lot.
Okay. Got it. I love how accepting you are of Darby Allin. Like Darby Allin is the only one who's skinny and doesn't have to take steroids.
That's true. Darby Allin's willing to murder himself. And if you want to kill yourself, I'll give you a pass. The rest of you are not willing to inject things in your body. This guy's willing to die. You're not willing to fucking take a needle. Your fruit. Get in there. Come on.
Oh man, yeah. He says we can't just get one advantage match for Blood and Guts. I like the fact that it's a series. I always like the one advantage match is fine, but you can get more out of the build to Blood and Guts by doing a series. I like it.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind one advantage. That would work if we build a story around it. Who are they going to pick? Who are they going to choose? But we're not going to get that, so I'll take the 3 instead.
We got Annika who says Roderick and Marina face off again. It's gonna be so cute. maybe, but Marina's been doing her own thing the last this last night show at least.
Look at her.
Yeah. And we got Good Doer who says calling it now. Death Riders win with Roddy joining.
Oh my god, I can see that. Let's just keep putting people into this dead group. Holy shit.
FTR is up next. They come out post break, and we get our best segment of the show as they come out to their great entrance music. But conspicuous by his absence is Stokely Hathaway. Cash will speak first. He says last week on Dynamite, they won a 4-way matchup to become the #1 contenders for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. You would think that they would be over the moon about this. But the fact is that they should have been 3-time champions in London at Forbidden Door. But Brodido took that away from them. They have a bone to pick with Bandito and Brody King, but they want to do this man-to-man, face-to-face. They invite out the AEW World Tag Team Champions. Their music hits, but no Bandito or Brody. The champions don't come out, and we cut to the back where the remarkable Renee Paquette is with none other than Stokely Hathaway, who said Stokely is guarding the door because apparently Brodido have been locked in their locker room. Stokely says, have you ever watched The Wire? It's available on HBO Max. Dax says, gosh darn it to heck. They were looking forward to having this meeting in the ring, but they have the second best thing. They have Bandito's family here at ringside. We see Grandma Bandido. We see Gravity and Bandito's sister at ringside. Dax wants to know how old Bandito's grandma is. and he thinks he gives her the mic and then takes it away, the usual bit that he does, where he says he thinks that she doesn't look a day over 120 years old. He says they know they just celebrated Halloween and the Day of the Dead, but sister, you take the cake on the Day of the Dead. He says that he thinks that it's honorable that Bandido has become the star that he is today with you as his grandmother. How proud are you of Bandido? Gives her the mic and then takes it away again. He says that thing, she should be embarrassed to call Bandido and Gravity right to his face, Gravity family. But if you are a good girl, you might adopt us as your own. He says, we want you to be our Abrela. He even looks at his hand. He has notes on his hand. He has notes on his hand. Soy, he says, he introduces themselves, Soy Dax, Soy Cash, and Cash, as sign language for it, puts up the cash symbol, like cash. Says if they're a good girl, she make them their own, and he wants to seal it with a kiss. Grandma Bandido slaps him. It's the friendliest slap you ever see. The lady the barricade and tries to fight Dax and Cash, but it's 2-on-1. We see Stokely in the back. He's still watching Netflix. I mean, he's still watching The Wire on HBO Max when Brody punches through the door and grabs Stokely. Stokely bails from guarding the door. Brodido is finally able to get out of the locker room. They're on hot pursuit of Stokely, who runs down to the ring. FDR and Stokely are out of there as Brodido take over the ring. They make the save for Gravity before he takes the spike power driver, and then Bandido checks on Grandma Bandido. This segment was fucking great. FTR versus Brodido. FTR versus Brodido. We saw the 30-minute time limit draw during the tournament ahead of Forbidden Door. And you know their match at Full Gear is going to be great like that one was, for sure. But they added a story. They added heat to it. And FTR are just so good. And Stokely has been like the missing link. It's like having you had Shaq and Kobe, and then you added Phil Jackson as the coach. That's what FTR and Stokely feels like. It feels like this is the match made in heaven we've been waiting for. And they're so good at generating heat and taking the simplest segment. This is a simple segment. The babyface's family is at ringside. You cut a promo on them. You beat up his brother until he makes the save. Simple on paper, but FTR make it so good, and anyone can work with them. And this was awesome. And the door spot is a top 10 moment of the year for AEW because Stokely sold the hell out of this shit.
Was it Ryan Alvarez, who proclaimed the Bucks the best tag team ever because of their proficiency with party matches recently? When FTR is doing shit like this every week, are you kidding me? This was all time for me. I couldn't believe how much I enjoyed this. It came out of nowhere. It's a pretty middling show. I can see why people would like it. It's a lot of wrestling and a lot of skinny people doing things. But FTR, another planet. Stokely was great, but Dax in particular. It's such a simple bit, though. Say something, and then take it back. Say something. And it's like, he's not even just interrupting. He's got like his whole, you know what I think? It's just so corny. I love it. It's such a 1950s bit. I love it. Top tier shit here. Best thing of the night, in case, spoiler alert, in case you're wondering. By a lot.
This is great. This is good. This is just good television. And it's an angle. It's an angle that builds towards the pay-per-view. So this is not just, this was just a good angle in a vacuum or good angle for angle's sake. This actually helped me be more interested in this title match coming up at Full Gear. So A+. Good job by FTR here. FTR are amazing.
So good.
Good Doer says, so funny that Stokely is a better manager for FTR than Tully. That's great. Yes, if I had told you that before 2020, you would have called me crazy.
Also, they don't fit. FTR is too serious. Stokely's too goofy. Apparently, FTR's got more comedic chops than I thought they did. They're fucking hilarious. I know the complaint's going to be. The complaint's going to be that the door looks stupid. It's cardboard, but I don't care. It's fucking awesome.
I don't care. It worked. It looked great. It looked great. It worked. Brody is awesome. Bandito is awesome. This match is going to be great, but they added heat to it. That was the key. That was perfect. Perfect by those guys. We get next another good piece of business here where I gotta mention again, I think like this year alone has had probably some of the best AEW video packages that they've done, like the Mariah May and Tony Storm video package ahead following the Hollywood ending is like one of the more notable ones, but this one was really damn good, narrated by the one and only the Iceman, Dean Malenko. We get a hype package for next week's Blood and Guts with Dean Malenko talking about the danger that is Blood and Guts and what the competitors have in store and the history of Blood and Guts over the years. We hear the Violent Hour with Sick Ones, and we see a couple of the competitors who are basically behind the steel cage, and we hear comments from them getting ready for Blood and Guts. Mercedes says first she gets their blood and then she gets their titles, as that was one of the more notable quotes during this whole Blood and Guts video package. But I thought this was really well done to build up the hype, get people excited for the two-ring steel cage matchup. But I agree with what you said earlier. Much more excited for the women than the men, and it has nothing to do with anything AEW did.
Very true. Just a bunch of stars in there. I'm so happy. And they're both taking place next week. Next week, 3 hours, you said?
I think it's going to be 2.5. So I think that's why they've only announced 3 matches. Maybe they announce a 4th, but I think that's the most they'll do on next week's show is 4 matches.
Give them a 3. I don't need to see fucking whoever the fuck they put. Jack Perry versus Lee Moriarty. No, thank you. Hard
yeah, because we can't have a second women's match. We got all the women in one match.
They couldn't even do it if they wanted to. He certainly doesn't want to.
He doesn't want to. He's like, you know what? I am not going to book any other woman on this show. I'm good. I think I'm good. And yeah, then this show proved that he has no interest whatsoever in building up the women's Blood and Guts matchup. But yeah, did you have any thoughts, or what did you think about the video package?
A good video package. I thought they mostly looked cool. I thought the lighting worked for most of them. It made Mercedes look cool. It didn't help Willow. She looked like what's her face? Who's homegirl that was beating up the guy a couple weeks ago? Oh, fuck's her name?
I don't know.
Masha. Yeah, Willow looked like Masha Sandwich in this bitch.
Oh, damn. I'm thinking of something like on screen that we saw. Like, what?
Terrible lighting. Get that off Willow. Willow's gorgeous. Masha, it's not. Bad lighting.
Oh my God, just now the fucker here. He's
think she's good?
Oh,
she looks like Abuelita. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, you know what? I've got you on enough charges, on enough disclaimers. I'm gonna give you the pass on that one. Just that one. You always get one. Speaking of the woman, Timeless Tony Storm is out next. She is here to be on commentary, and we got another 5-star performance on commentary by Tony Storm. And she she did one move at the beginning of the matchup and got 5 stars, because literally the moment she gets on commentary, we get our line of the night where Tony asks Excalibur if he wouldn't mind doing commentary on one of her orgies sometime. And literally Brian broke, Tony Schiavone broke, Excalibur didn't know how to answer. I broke the Tony Storm. Please. Always great on commentary. And she was good throughout this matchup, adding to what was going on in the matchup, as well as building up the Blood and Guts matchup for next week, as well as the AEW Women's Tag Team Championship Tournament. We get Bane versus Megan Bane going one-on-one with Mina Shirakawa. So we got the size difference. They also announced that this matchup was originally supposed to be Queen Aminata versus Megan Bane, but Queen Aminata suffered an injury in last week's tag team matchup. So she's not medically cleared for last night. She's not medically cleared for next week's Blood and Guts. And she's not medically so we'll see when she's going to be back in the time being. But Mina Shirakawa is going to replace her in the Blood and Guts matchup, as well as this matchup here. Mina tried to use some of her skill and
bad
precision
wrestling. Oh, no, sorry, go ahead. Apologize. Turn my mic off. Hold on.
This always insulting people. Always try to use her speed and precision to gain to put Megan Bane on her back foot. It's a nice little dive to the outside, but Megan Bane was just overpowering throughout this matchup. Towards the end of the matchup, we get Mina, who gets control. She hits a sling blade off the second rope and gets a near fall. Mina then was about to follow up with the glamorous driver. From out of nowhere comes Marina Shafir, the tag team partner for Megan Bane. She sneaks up on Timeless Tony Storm, locks her in a rear naked choke. This distracts Mina long enough for Megan to hit a flying lariat. She then follows up, gut-wrenching her, using her strength to pull her up for a running Liger bomb for the 1-2-3. Megan Bane picking up another victory here in singles competition. Yeah, it wasn't the best match. That's all I will say. Post-match, you get a whole big brawl that breaks out. Marina Shafir and Bane are beating down on Mina when Tony Storm comes in with the steel chair. But Triangle of Madness come out and attack her from behind. So the heels are ambushing the two baby faces. When Harley Cameron, Willow Nightingale, and Jamie Hayter hit the ring, Mercedes Moné is about to hit the ring, but then she stops at ringside and tries to leave, thinking twice. Chris Statlander is right there and attacks Moné. The bad girls head up the ramp. They bail as the baby faces take charge in the ring, and they stand tall ahead of next week's Women's Blood and Guts. What did you think about Mina versus Megan and the post-match with the ladies? The post-match with I thought the match, like I said, it wasn't the best effort by Mina. Megan Bane was just her powerful self and tossing her around. Those German suplexes looked really good. And then I would say the post-match was basically copy and paste of what the men did.
Yeah. Yes to all of that. Double on Mina. Told you. Shocking. Sorry. I don't know why we don't accept this as fact. Close your eyes.
I know she can be a good wrestler. I know she can.
You know she can? Where is it? What is she waiting on?
I'm not going to hold one bad performance against her.
What about like 3?
What was her other bad performance?
When was the last time she was in the ring?
You're just rude.
Sorry. We got to let this shit go. She's gorgeous. Can we stop? What do I want to say? I think I just want to shit on Mina, but
I know you do. This is ridiculous.
I can't let it slide. I can't let you guys keep getting off easy here. We're all going to acknowledge this together, and then I'll stop. Until then, I will keep banging the fucking drum. I was looking forward to one fucking match out of those advantage matches, as you know, and it was Aminata versus Megan Bane, and of course, I can't even fucking get that. Instead, they replace Aminata with fucking Mina because he watches the Ramble and is a complete fucking asshole. I was so fucking mad. I can't. She's going half speed. She will go when she needs to. When she needs to. She's not getting paid now. She's not on fucking national television. What the fuck is going on? When she needs to. You would think that would be the time when you're on national fucking TV. When she needs to. Like when? Would you stop it? Would you knock it off? Enough of these people. Thank you, sir. What we talk? Hey, we're all on the same page. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. Usually I'm alone on this. Last couple weeks, it's been like 2 people with me. A few weeks from now, it'll be like 4 people with me. So we'll all pretend like you were never against me in the first place, like Jack Perry. But yeah, I'm the fact that this has all been so rushed, or I wouldn't say rushed, so not giving a fuck, it bothers me because there's a lot of storytelling here with a whole bunch of ladies together who shouldn't be together.
Yes.
I thought you kind of started with Mercedes not wanting to get involved, which is perfect to me. This is great. Like, yeah, that's why would she? Fuck is she doing here in the first place? Why am I in this match? I said, in fact, I'm a star. I don't want to be here. I don't want any part of this. But no, we're having a match next week. God damn it.
I hope that's her character arc for the matchup. That she really doesn't want to be in this match. That would be great, actually. I think that would be awesome. Just have a heel who doesn't really want to be in this at all.
She should dip the first time she gets a chance. First time that cage opens and she can get out, she should leave. There's no bells being won here. There's no extra money. Why am I here? Bye. Goodbye.
That would make a whole lot of sense. A whole lot of sense. Everybody else, it makes sense why they want to get in this fight. Mercedes is the one that's like, yeah, it makes sense. You wouldn't want to be in this. But yeah, I do agree. They left like money on the table and intrigue and interest in the matchup on the table, in the fact that you have this babyface team that has all these different relationships that are so interesting to be together. You have the Chris Statlander and Willow Nightingale. We can finally pay off the fucking story of them finally coming together in the Blood and Guts matchup. Why the fuck not use that advantage? But you should have done some story to build up to that. Then you got Chris Statlander and Tony Storm, who just came off of a title match at the last pay-per-view. You got Tony Storm and Jamie Hayter. Tony Storm is responsible for Jamie Hayter losing a year of her career. You got Hayter, who's beaten Statlander in the past and probably wants another opportunity at the AEW Women's World Championship. And then you got Harley Cameron there and Mina, who's kind of like they're the comedy bits who's trying to keep it all together. This would be great if they told a story of this team coming together.
Instead, they're all baby faces. So there you go. You're welcome. Then we try with this fucking angle. You just, like you said, copy and pasted it. It's shocking. I was like, did you see this? Holy shit. We're not going to try. Fair enough.
Oh, we got Alexander Fitzgerald says Mercedes better do the blade job.
That's what makes her leave. She's like, holy shit.
Holy shit. I'm out. That would be perfect. That would be perfect. And no, what would be perfect is everybody's bleeding and she's not. And she decides to run. She decides to run, but she runs right before like the last entrant comes out. So it's like Chris Statlander's the last one to come out, and she chases her up the cage, and she takes the dive off the cage. If you're not going to take the blade, you got to jump off the cage, Mercedes.
They should do a slow motion shot of her looking around like she's in Vietnam.
There's a lot of cool stuff they could do with Mercedes in this matchup. Don't miss out on the opportunity, Tony. You've already missed out on the build opportunity, but in the match, oh my God, we've already came up with 3 or 4 spots for Mercedes alone. I want you better. You better. Yeah, this is what we do this show for. If something has the potential to be even better or great, or it's bad and we can make it good, this is what we're here for. This is what the Ramble was made for. We got LaRon who says she's gonna blade in exchange for getting that Full Gear main event.
Trying to think who she could face. I don't see it.
Well, Chris, the Statlander matchup? No.
Oh, right. I forgot they announced that. And it's gonna be Hangman versus Joe again?
Yeah.
No. I would, but he won't, so no.
I would think they gotta add a stip to Joe and Hangman. Right?
You would think. Aren't they doing a stip next week though?
Yeah, well, let's talk about it. The main event of this show was the Samoa Joe and Hangman Adam Page rivalry, as you had Hangman Adam Page teaming up with Hook and Eddie Kingston to challenge Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs, Katsuyori Shibata, the Opps for the AEW World Trios Championships. Didn't have a lot of time when this match here started, too. This match started about, I think, like 5 minutes before the top of the hour. Jesus. So, yeah. Interesting. That's all I'll say. Interesting. So the fight starts off with Hangman going at it with Shibata. They just start throwing bows after it looked like Joe was going to start off the matchup with Hangman, but of course he bailed out of the ring as soon as Hangman got in. It's a forearm battle, and then Shibata misses a running kick, but Hangman hits a big boot. Page with some forearms in the corner, and then he whips Shibata, but Shibata follows him with a running kick in the corner. Page gives as good as he gets, and then he covers Shibata for a 2 count. Hook tags in, and the fans are behind him. Hook with the Northern Lights suplex with the bridge. Shibata fights back and stomps at Hook's hand. Hobbs gets the tag, and he comes face-to-face with Hook. They talk about their history in Team Taz. Hobbs misses a lariat. Hook with some forearms, but Hobbs shuts that down. He taunts Hook and picks him up and hits him with a massive backbreaker, which Hook sells for the rest of this matchup. For the rest of this matchup, he's absolutely fucking wrecked with the back after that move. Hook is able to get a overhead suplex, but he's still selling the back. Joe has Kingston in a bad way when we come back from commercial break, hitting with a dangerous nerve pinch. Give it up to Eddie Kingston. This was one of my favorite parts of the matchup, is Eddie Kingston selling the nerve hold. The nerve hold is like he's selling it like he's actually like lost physical ability in his arm, because Eddie Kingston is that good. Love Eddie Kingston. Joe stomps on Kingston and yells like Godzilla. I'm like, give me this rivalry with them in the ring together. I'm like, give me more of this. He elbows at Joe's gut. Joe misses a backsplash, but Eddie needs a tag in the worst way. We get Hangman and Hobbs who make the tag in. They come in and they're going at it. Page has to also take care of both Shibata and Joe as well. Page tries to cross body. Hobbs catches him. Page sneaks out and shoves him into the ring post. Page to the top, thinking Orihara moonsault, but Hobbs back in the ring, so Page switches gears and hits it in the ring for a 2 count. We get a blind tag by Kingston, who hits a STO on Hobbs. Joe takes down Kingston, and then Hook is finally back in. He takes care of Hobbs. Hangman is back in. He looks for a buckshot lariat with the Eddie Kingston Ergen combination, but Hobbs pulls him off the ring apron and attacks him up the ramp. Big shoulder block. It sends Page up to the top of the ramp. Rolling elbow attack by Page until Hobbs grabs Page and drives him through a table off the ramp with the world's strongest slam. That was a cool spot there. Kingston looks dismayed as Joe is smiling as he knows that it's now 2-on-1. Joe holds Kingston, but he moves. Shibata kicks Joe by accident. Hobbs is back to attack Kingston, but so is Hook. Hook tries for a red rum on Hobbs, but he is too beaten up. Hobbs just lifts up Hook. He puts him into a torture rack. Eddie Kingston is forced to watch as Joe holds him back. Hook has no choice but to give up as the Opps retain the AEW World Trios Championships. The Opps get the win. Hobbs looks strong as hell in the finish, and he will go 1-on-1 with the AEW World Champion next week in the main. Next week on Blood and Guts, it's going to be a Falls Count Anywhere matchup. This was good stuff. I thought this was a good matchup here. I like the fact that they put over Hobbs so strong. I don't know if he should have took the win here. I think it's more important to continue the story that they had going on of Joe being basically in Hook's head and always making him tap out, as well as that would make Joe look stronger going into the matchup with Hangman. I think that should have been the focus at the end, because I thought the world's strongest slam off the ramp put over Hobbs and put over the matchup for next week. You didn't need him to also get the win. I just would have done that differently, but otherwise, I have no issue with this. What did you think?
Yeah, the match was fine. The spot at the end with Hobbs was obviously the big selling point. I thought it came across well. The Hobbs looked like a monster. I feel like I say this every 9 months or so. Then he ends up right back in the same spot. But you know, high hopes this time because it was Samoa Joe, and Samoa Joe looked great as per usual. I'm done with everybody else though. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't particularly care about Hook. In fact, I'm negative on Hook now. I would say he's in the Jack Perry, Sammy Guevara, Orange Cassidy pile for me.
Damn.
Yeah, I see him coming and go, oh boy. That thing we've seen already. Great. And Eddie Kingston, let me know when he's done with Hook. We'll see if we can't pick this back up later. He can talk, so I'll always be a fan, but yeah.
He's too good. He's too good. You can't let Eddie Kingston go by the wayside. But he seems that Tony seems more concerned with using Eddie for a Hook story because it's obvious that's what we're doing here. Because that's 2 weeks in a row. Hook tapped out very quickly to one of the ops or one of the submission hold. So they're obviously telling a story of either Hook getting tougher and growing and changing in some way, or Hook's going to probably turn heel and join up with the ops.
We'll turn tough, I guess. We'll turn Hook tough. Good Lord. Wasn't that his whole gimmick at first? He's a badass.
Yeah.
Now he needs Eddie Kingston speech to turn things around. Good Lord. What is going on? I don't understand. The complete lack of continuity in this fucking place. Oh, but whatever.
Oh, I can see that. I could see a strap match. Strap match would be great. Between Joe and Hangman?
Sure. Hard for me to get invested in that match. We just get to the Hangman win and move on, please.
Good doer says time to hot potato the title. Joe wins at Full Gear, but Hangman wins it back at World's End with help from the Elite in Chicago.
Never mind. You had me for a little bit. You had me at the beginning there, good buddy. Yeah. Good Lord. If I never see Hangman deal with the Elite ever again in life, it'll be too soon. Good Lord. I was wondering who was invested in this. You, apparently. Good door. The only people invested, fucking the Bucks and you are the only people invested in seeing another Elite reunion. What a fucking redundant, repetitive, repugnant, self-indulgent horseshit for the third or fourth time in 6 goddamn years. Are you fucking serious? Unpredictable content. Absolutely. An Elite reunion. Good fucking Lord. Holy shit. I'm going to stop. It hasn't happened yet. I'll save it for when it fucking happens.
I love how upset you are. So good. All right. We made it to the end of another edition of AEW Dynamite. Let us know in the chat. Y'all know the deal. It's time for ratings. So if you haven't already, drop the thumbs up. Share this video. Subscribe if you are new. Comment in the comment section if you're watching on demand. Comment in the live chat. Final call for super chat donations. And let us know in the chat. Let us know in the comments. What was your match of the night? Your MVP, your LVP, your moment of the night? Did you give the show a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs in the middle? And out of 10, what did you give last night's show? For me and Jimmy Macaram for the November 5th, 2025 edition of AEW Dynamite in 3, 2, 1. Thumbs up across the board from both of us. Out of 10, what do you give the show, Jimmy?
I'm going to go with a... try to decide between a 6.75 or 7. I'm going to go with a 7, if only for FTR, who were fucking brilliant. Carry the show.
I'll give it a 7.5. I enjoyed the show. I have an issue with the title, nonsensical title for no goddamn reason. Pissed me off so much. It's aggravating. It doesn't add a problem, but it doesn't add anything at all. So that's my biggest issue. My only problem. The in-ring was good on this show. They had the FTR segment, which was gold. The Briscoe and Fletcher backstage segment was really good. I enjoyed a lot of this episode, so 7.5 seems about right. Who was your MVP for the episode, Jimmy?
FTR, relative ease.
FTR for sure. LVP for the show?
Tony Khan with even more ease. Holy shit. What are you doing? How are you as bad as FTR are good? It's impossible.
Tony Khan for bringing the international, I was about to call
you
it
too. Good Lord, man.
Championship. A national championship.
NWA National Championship.
AEW National Championship. Continuing the lineage that is still alive, apparently. What was your moment of the night?
I want to give it something besides FTR. I can't.
I'm going to say it's Brody punching through the door.
We can go with that, sure. That works.
Brody punching through the door. Match of the night, it's Babes of Wrath versus Mercedes and Athena.
That's for me, at least.
We're unanimous.
Worst match of the night, Mina.
Why did you need?
Was that the worst match of the card?
We don't have.
Was that the worst match of the card?
We don't
That's
have
a good point.
worst match of the night.
That's a very good point. You're right. You're right.
I
answer question? That's curious.
Your question.
Look at cage match. Hold on.
I'm gonna plead the feel. Look at this guy checking. It's like at 5. I think it's at like a 5 point something.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's the worst match, by the way, by quite a bit, by half a point. That's a shame. That's interesting. Think that would have happened if Aminata was there? I don't think so. But who knows? We don't know. Who knows?
Hey, we got 2 women's matches on the show, so we should be happy about that. Anyway, remember already. Let us know what you thought. Give us your match of the night, MVP, LVP, moment of the night. We got Asu gives MVP to FTR, LVP to TK. We got LVP for TK for the national title from Sajo. We got King Craig who says LVP Mina, MVP FTR and Big Stokes.
Who'd have thought?
We got Chase who says moment of the night, Stokely promoting HBO Max while trying to help Brodido.
Multitask.
Greg Carter says moment of the night, Brody breaking through the door. And Ace says moment of the night, FTR segment. We had a fun comment here from I believe it was Chase. Chase says my mom is at my place right now. She says you need to do stand up. There you go.
I did it once. Open whatever the fuck in New York City. I didn't tell anybody.
You didn't ask me to come. I would have supported you.
I didn't tell anybody. I just did it. I just wanted to see it. Wasn't for me. I felt like a tap dancing fucking monkey up there. All these people looking at you. Good Lord. I'm here to fucking entertain you. Get the fuck out of here.
Did you get laughs?
I did that. I did an off-Broadway play. Also felt like a tap dancing monkey. Didn't want to do that again. My ego won't allow me to do these things.
So you won't act or do anything like that?
Anything where I have to, the whole point is I'm here to entertain you. Like, I'm here to entertain myself. If you all enjoy it, I'm glad you do. But I'm not here for you. I'm here for me.
So we have the one and only Jimmy McElrath every Thursday here on Truly. We got some 7.5 for this week's show. We got some 6.5s in the chat, 7.5s in the chat. So kind of in the range where we were at on this show as well. And Chase gives us match of the night, Danny and Darby, actually.
Ooh.
So that's someone different. Someone different. And we got
this late?
One final super chat donation before we sign things off for our main man, Alexander Fitzgerald. Thank you so much, Alexander. We appreciate the support. You could throw it in the last minute, in the final minute. We don't care. We always appreciate it. We appreciate you.
Mark! Oh, I miss him, Jeff.
Alexander says, laughing emoji. TK so busy with the NFL season. He was like, oh shit, we need another segment. Screw it. Let's announce another title.
How do you panic announce another title? That's hilarious. Another one.
We got a whole bunch of people for the next pay-per-view. Casino Gauntlet for I don't know. Title shot? Title, yeah, title, yes.
A Topher butchering another belt and butchering the Casino Gauntlet. It should just be such an awesome step.
and it was so good. He did 2 at All In. I was like, yeah, that's it for the year. That's good.
Right?
That should have been it for the year. Nope, couldn't help himself. Thank you so much, Alexander Fitzgerald, for the final super chat donation here. Jimmy, let the people know where they can follow you on social media and when they shall see you again.
On Twitter, at Jimmy Macrum. We have a new mayor of New York City. Well, eventually. Gotta get sworn in first. Mayor-elect. We're sick of these fucking criminals. Mom was mad. She voted for Cuomo. I called to laugh at her.
Did you vote?
I did not. I don't live in New York City. No.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Going to be an issue. Yes, but
Okay.
I was very, very pleased. Very happy.
Yeah.
Very happy. I can't wait.
And he was at Grand Slam with you.
I saw he actually watched something or another. I was pleased. He's got good taste. Unless he still watches, then he's an idiot. But at that point, that was a good idea to watch. Good on you, sir.
That is Jimmy Rackaram, as always. You can follow me on the Twitter machine at TrueHillSP3. Follow the gang, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at True Hill Heat, patreon.com/True Hill Heat. GOAT Match Series. We'll have a new one dropping next week for sure. Watching Samoa Joe versus Kenta Kobashi. Check out the GOAT Match Series. Watching back Ric Flair versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat from 1989. Me and Jimmy going back in time and watching those matches. And of course, join us back here next week, next Thursday, as we review Blood and Guts. I will be back with you on Saturday, 10:05 a.m. Eastern Time, the True Hill Heat flagship podcast. We'll have another THH clip dropping tomorrow, so check that out as well. But for Jimmy, it is me, your True Hill Phenom, SP3. This has been AEWramble, episode 223, Battles Before Blood, reviewing the November 5th, 2025 edition of AEW Dynamite. We are signing off until next time.